Money, be nice. Please don't bite me. Money, lay down. Come on. Is internet working okay? Hi. Long time no see. The internet is disconnected. We don't have any Wi-Fi, so I don't know if this is going to work or not. Hello. Dang. I got banned on TikTok for a couple days because I said that my brain was retarded and I was struggling to think. You know, like the definition of retarded. Everybody's great. Everybody's super good. I have just been working, literally working, and yeah, just working my fucking butt off. That's pretty much it. Where's the other charger cord at? I've been doing a lot of knitting. All right. Oh, it's this. I was wondering what that weird smell was. That smells good. That smells good. That smells good. That does not smell good. Okay. To wash that or change it with something else. That's why I have a sheet on top of everything, is to protect my bed from the heathens with the filthy feet. Your default card has changed? Who did that? Weird. Yeah, it's cold. I have the heater on, but I just like 10 minutes ago turned it up. It was down really low. I was like farting around and I didn't even realize how cold it had gotten until I suddenly did, and then I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to like really work hard to catch up. So I still haven't been the heat hasn't caught up yet. It's been like 40 minutes. Hillary Duff must be about to get a divorce.
Is one of those things that either you love or completely distrusts. It's marketed as
I
wool
need to
that can
buy
put in the washing machine, which
I need
honestly
to buy some kind of good wool
a
so
proper
that I
knitting
can
wool
knit another one of these sweaters, but like
wool,
one with
what
quality
chemistry that is done to the wool so
stuff.
that it is able to be put in the
So I'm
washing
trying to figure
machine.
out what I want to do.
Whether or not the convenience of superwash wool comes with the trade-offs.
And I don't even know where to buy yarn. Like how much I don't even I'm so confused by all that. Like
You're a student who's completely obsessed with everything knitting and fiber science related. If you're new here, welcome. I make videos on knitting, but also everything
where do
fiber
you buy wool from?
related. So if you're into that, please give me a follow and you can keep up with
Oh yeah,
what
also I just found out I was flat broke, so I can't buy anything anyway.
as following along my Fiber Friday
It's
episodes.
been a really long time since I've been this fucking broke. Like I mean, I've never been even at the peak of my business stuff in the summer. Like I still physically because I mean like I don't want to like really admit this, but like I have chronic illness. Okay? So like I can't work 40 hours a week. It's just I just can't. I get I did a couple of times there over the summer and I got to the point where I had to take off like I don't know, a month from work because I was so sick. I think that happened last like January or February. And like I don't want to do that to myself again. So I've made it a point to work no more than a certain set of hours. Like I don't have a specific amount, but like I can't work. I can't do more than 6 hours a day. And I can't do more than if I do 6 hours 3 days, I can't do 5 days at 6 hours. I could do like 3 days of 6 hours and then maybe like 2 days of like 2 hours or 4 days total of work at like under 6 hours. But it's just I just don't have it in me. I have Lyme disease. You know, I've got like these ear infections that just will not go away. And like shit has just been like my health is really taking a downturn this year, even though I'm like in the best physical shape of my life. Like just like weird health shit's going on. Something's going on with my intestines, my stomach or whatever. I've been really having a hard time eating. Every time I eat, I get really excruciating pain in my stomach, and so I don't know, but I can't work that much. I just can't work a full time to make the amount of money that I really need. But so anyway, that was summertime. It's winter now. So two of my clients are snowbirding. And so I'm not cleaning their houses right now. Or I guess I'm still cleaning one of their houses, but not nearly as often. And then the stuff that I normally do on my Wednesday outdoor stuff, there's not really much to do there because it's mostly weed eating and mowing grass and raking, but that's already been pretty much done and the grass isn't really growing. So I'm pretty much just surviving on my every other Thursday and my Friday job right now for this part of the winter. And it's hard, I must say, because instead of worrying about being tired and feeling overwhelmed in that way, now I'm feeling overwhelmed in the way that I am struggling to stay afloat. But will say this, I do have enough yarn that I can make the best of it. Or I don't know, maybe I could figure out a situation where I sell some of the yarn that I have or trade. Because, like, here's the thing, I have a lot of acrylic yarn, right? I have a lot of yarns that are like acrylic and or like rayon, nylon, whatever blends. I think I might have a couple bamboo. I prefer the cotton stuff. I use the cotton stuff more than anything. Um this is an acrylic one, but I want to make a nice sweater for myself, a top-down sweater. And if I'm gonna do that, I wanna use materials that I'm gonna like, and I wanna wear the outfit, you know what I mean? I wanna wear the sweater that I spend 3 months knitting. So, y you know, I wanna make it out of good material. So, right now I'm gonna try and do a little bit of research and see what kind of I think what I'm probably gonna end up getting because of cost is merino wool. I think I will do a superwash merino wool, and that way I don't really like superwash yarns. I really do prefer the it's gonna I like prefer when it felts a little bit, honestly, after a while. Because then it's not gonna unravel and shit. But I do tend I do tend to use the washing machine an awful lot, and I tend to just throw everything in there. So a superwash might be in my best interest, especially if I'm going to be buying or, making something that intend on actually wearing. I sweat. I have armpit smell. I'm a human being, and I don't really want to fucking wash my sweater by hand or like take it outside and put snow on it and rub it around in the snow and then shake it off and let it dry outside. Like, I don't know if I want to do that. I just realized I'm about to go through all of winter without getting my winter stuff out of my storage unit. This will be like the third winter without it. Hmm. Take how much like longer into quite a like bit. Oh hell yeah. I'm glad you got a wood stove. My wood stove is too fucking big for my bus. It's I have a earth stove, like one of the really nice ones from the 70s, or actually I think mine might be a early 90s model. But I mean that's still 30 something years old. I feel like the 70s are the same amount like the amount of time between right now and the 90s feels to me like no, okay. The time between now and the 70s feels to me like the same amount of time between now and the 90s. Like I forget that the 90s was like 30 years ago and not the 70s. To me it feels like the 70s are 30 years ago. But anyway, so yeah, it's a 30-year-old stove. But it's one of those really nice earth stoves that you could buy the catalyst for and um thermostat, I think. And it has like an electric thing you could get for it if you want. And then it has the spot for the catalyst, but I don't have any of that. Um it is a really good stove. The problem is that the bricks inside have started to crumble, so there's no bricks to kind of like insulate it. It's just like raw dogging it. And I bought it already and just need to install it, but the door glass, or maybe it's the door itself, I don't know. The rope, the braided rope that is like your weather stripping or whatever, I don't know what to call it. That shit needs to be replaced. I bought the glue and I got the ropey stuff, but I never ended up doing it. But end of the day, that thing is too big for a fucking bus. It's 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot. It is made for a house that is 3,500 square feet. And as a matter of fact, when I was working in the house doing painting and shit like that, that sister stove. That stove's like absolute sister, like literally the same year, same line, but just a slightly different model. Was in that house, and that was a big fucking house. You know what I'm saying? And that stove, the same size, was in that house. That's not made for a bus. That's a bus. For a bus, you need a stove that's like, you know, you could use one that's like 12 inches by 12 inches and get away with it. Ideally, you'd want something that's like maybe like, I don't know. Yeah, like 13, 14 inches, maybe like a foot tall. What? Some YouTube I commented on apparently liked it. Hello, hello. Oh, I'm on YouTube. I don't have to hide. Yes. Hello, Yasin. Yeah, so I'm telling you, dude, I bet you it's mine was made in Oregon somewhere too. I think in Portland or something like that. Or yours is probably an earth stove. No, please don't make me block you. Don't be annoying. Don't be gross. These are the kind of FYPs my YouTube's showing up on. Yeah, fabulous. It's irrelevant to you whether I'm married or not. Who are you? Some random person that I don't even know. And I don't even have, you have a fucking, you're just a name on a screen. Like, what, sir? Yeah, no, my stove weighs like 800 pounds, dude. It's all cast iron. It's so big. It's so heavy. We had to use a fucking, it was like a tractor, but it has the bucket on the front only. I don't know what that's called. Backhoe? Is that what it's called? We had to use a tractor like that, backhoe, to we put the stove in the backhoe and had to lift it up through this back door. And then we had to like walk it to where it was, or to where it lives. And the guy who fucking, nobody would listen to me. They were all a bunch of fucking chefs in the kitchen, but no one was listening to me, who was watching everything happen. And the guy fucking put his backhoe bucket right through the window of my bus. And yeah, the window busted out. So there's no window down underneath my bed. I have wood, all boarded up or whatever, but the glass is gone now. And I had got a window with the seal on it and everything ready to go, where you just put the rope in it and then you put it in and then you bloop, take the rope out and it like pops it right in. But my house was while my bus was still down in Wolf Creek, when I had to escape because of all the chaos with that woman sending those crazy men to my house, I left my bus. I abandoned my bus for whatever, and there was fucking all those rats and shit. And they chewed the rubber on that window. So now the window's fucking, I have to get a new weather stripping for it. Yeah, front loader or backhoe. He was facing the scoop was in the front, and he was driving that way, so it must be a front loader, right? Backhoe front loader. It didn't have one of these things on it. It had just the scoop. It had two things in the scoop, and that's all it did. What? Weird. YouTube is like pushing AI shit now. Do you guys get little AI messages? Yeah, that was definitely not sweet, but okay. Do you guys see like AI summaries about like what the live is about? or something like that in the chat or anything like that at any point? Damn, I shouldn't have drank that milkshake so fucking fast. I'm like on a milkshake kick right now. I keep buying the cookies and cream, the Umpqua ice cream, cookies and cream, and then I take a little bit of milk and I just use my spoon and I smash it up in a cup. Chug that shit. So fire. Orly, cut it out. This dog. Orly, cut it out. A little 0 to 60, don't you think? What? Do you need to go outside? Well, then let's go. All you have to do is say, Mom, outside. If I get up and you do not have to go outside, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you. The stick. That doesn't look like you need to go outside. That looks like you are being a potato. Come on, let's go outside. Let's go potty. Come on, Mr. Potato. Let's go outside. Come on. Go potty. When you come back, I can give you a yogurt, too. What are we doing here, Orly? I'm gonna start calling you Mr. Potato Skins. Mr. Tater Skins. I don't know why, but the Mr. Bucket song just popped into my head. Mr. Bucket, ball pop out of my mouth. Mr. Bucket. My brain's been doing this to me all day. I have had like, I feel like I'm living in one of those fucking Power Now commercials for like one of those CDs where you hear like a 2-second clip of like multiple different songs. My brain has been doing that to me all day where it's literally like completely manic. Like, what is one song? I had a, what's that band's name? Not Aerosmith. The one with David Lee Roth. Not AC/DC. Not Hagar, Halen. It was a Van Halen song, but I can't even remember what Van Halen's about. But anyway, so it was going like from that to like Gwen Stefani. I just like into like the fucking theme song for like the baloney. I don't even know. It just like it was so manic. I cannot even honestly think of the stuff that I was thinking, the songs that were coming to my brain. It was like rapid fire, just like I think I went through like probably 50 different 3-second clips. Now I'm really curious what that Van Halen song was. It was like an unusual Van Halen song. It was like a Van Halen song that like it wasn't like it wasn't like that kind of Van Halen. It was like something different. It was so different than their normal stuff, but it was David Lee Roth, not Van Hagar. I just don't remember what it was. He has not okay, so like actually he needs a haircut really bad right now, actually. But I can't afford it, so I just kind of like waiting for my financials to change. I'm hoping that like I will be invited to join the Reels on Facebook thing. Uh my Facebook did get monetized, but it's the monetization where you can receive stars or something. And like I don't who does that? Who sends someone stars on Facebook? You know what I mean? I didn't even know it was a thing, let alone I'm going to receive it. So it's like asking for gifts on here or something. That's just never going to happen. So I'm not going to like be trying to do that on my Facebook. But what I'm hoping I submitted like a request to be invited to the pay for reels program or whatever, so they just like pay you every time someone watches one of your reels. And now if I could get on that thing, I actually get kind of, I kind of get, more views on Facebook reels than I get here. I don't even bother. I think I might automatically cross post to Instagram. So, but I don't even like I don't put any I basically gave up on Instagram, but like when TikTok started paying me when I joined the monetization program, um that's when I was like, okay, yeah, wait. You mean social media could pay me and like I could get a little, even if it's just a couple pennies, which is I don't even make pennies on TikTok right now, but um I was like, even if it's just pennies, like why am I going to just why am I going to support like help this app steal people's time and I'm not even going to earn anything for it. So, I don't even post on Instagram like unless it's pretty much by accident. Although oh guys, I did join Patreon, so I'm going to mention it for a while just because I really want everyone to join the Patreon. There's a free, you don't have to pay to join my Patreon. As long as you just join it, that'd be great. So I would like all my people to join the Patreon because eventually, once all of my people are on, um, once all my people, like my little crew, like all you guys, and then, um, Nikki, all the people from TikTok, I want everybody to come together on Patreon because then I'll just live stream there and I can just live stream to people who are literally subscribed to me. You know what I mean? So like that would be easier. And then I could basically prevent the biatches from taking my stuff. Because like if I put what I post on Patreon, that is you can't take that and post it elsewhere. Because if you do, there's like copyright stuff. It's a really big deal. So Phil and Chris, you need to go join my Patreon like right now. And you don't have to pay. And that way that way I can start to be more if I could just get my like core group of people there, then I will put my effort into that, you know? But like right now there's only like one person, one paying subscriber, and then like there's 3 other people that are following me. It's so funny. You know who your nosy neighbors are? Like when you first move into a neighborhood, you know who the ones who you don't want to like give any information to, you don't really want to like talk to, you want to watch out for. You always know who those people are because they will come to your house first and like offer you something. You know, like within 24 hours of you being there, they are there. Okay. Those are the ones you want to watch out for. But anyway, so same thing when you do something like that. So I made the post about my Patreon when I first made it. And within like 45 minutes to an hour, 3 people signed up for it. And I have no clue who they are. I have never heard of these people. I have never seen them before. I don't know their names. I don't recognize them. So I 1000% know that these are trolls or like silent stalky watchers. You know what I mean? Okay, I can't deal with that anymore. It's just um, how do I do what? Goodbye. So maybe he'll forget I exist. Hello, hello. I'm feeling okay. Dude, I thought my cyst had kind of gone away, but today proved that's not the case at all. I woke up with like serious like pain this morning um in my gut area. I was like, "Damn, is this like my kidney or something? Like what's going on? Like this is pretty rough." But it's not. It's totally my own stupid ovary. And the fact that I am literally breaking out so bad and like I don't know. I'm having like a basically like a polycystic ovarian syndrome. uh what is it called when like you have a disease and it's mostly doesn't bother you but then it suddenly does all at once? I can't remember what it's called. It's not a relapse. What was that? Oh, cool. Thanks, Phil. Oh, yay. Thank you. What is it called? Uh, fucking, not a flash. I'm having, I really can't think of what it's called. Flare up. Yes. So, I am having a flare up right now of PCOS, but you know what's really sucks? I think I, some other shit's been going on too. So I've been thinking that I've been having a like a Lyme disease flare up, honestly, and I think that that's really what's going on. And I just happen to have a cyst, but everything else that's I'm thinking and is because of the cyst maybe is actually because of this Lyme disease shit. So, also I have a fucked up wrist, and so I'm kind of overall just like favoring certain muscles and like sitting in certain ways that I don't usually, or you know, whatever. I don't know. Shit's different in the stack of dominoes. Flare up. Yeah. But like that's what I mean. I'm like dial tone. Like you have a bunch of voicemails. Do 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 do. Oh, for sure. For sure, dude. Okay, what was I gonna do? I can't watch anything copywritten while on the Ubes tubes. Okay, so it's pretty lame. Oh, my back. My pelvis is like starting to get flexion, and it's like in a good way because like it's been very like rigid, stiff, and like basically jammed, and now it's starting to like have some movement to it in a way that feels like it's about to pop back into place for good. I just really hope that happens. Bella White. No, I've never heard of Bella White. I don't listen to music very often. On rare occasions, I'll get like a wild hair up my ass and I'll want to listen to music. And typically, when I listen to music, it's rarer for me to listen to music that's not like basically that same high vibe playlist that I always listen to, because I truly believe that frequency of music has a very, very, very strong, like an intense impact on your psyche and your just your body in general. So I don't want to listen to stuff that's talking about things that I don't agree with, and that's it. That's, I don't want to hear music about be being in love. I don't want to hear music about breaking up. I don't want to hear music about doing drugs or buying expensive things or, trucks or dogs and cows. I want to listen to music about, being embodying your, higher self and being your best version, changing the world, manifestation. I want to listen to shit about like that. So I don't really do much music. Plus, I don't know if it's maybe like I've started to think that maybe it's like a dopamine thing for me, and like maybe I'm slightly like addicted to it. But in like I don't know how to explain it way, but kind of how people are addicted to doom scrolling or whatever. But I am addicted to listening to podcasts about current events. I want to be caught up on the utmost current events at all times. Like I want to be most current, and I want to, so it gets to a point where like Jimmy Dore, for example, struggle to listen to Jimmy Dore anymore because like I've already listened to that 3 days ago. It takes him like 3 days to like get the information, write up a script, he's got a process, and it takes him like 3 days to cycle, through the news. So like by the time that I get to he gets to a story, it's already 3 days old for me. And so then I just don't even bother listening to it unless I really want to hear like what his opinion is on something. But it's like will sit there and like scroll, like I'll just like through YouTube's FYP, just like hoping to God that it'll send me something that I'm actually interested in. I just don't. That's the really frustrating thing. I spend more time trying to find something that I want to watch than I actually spend, like scrolling on social media or anything like that. I'm mostly just looking for podcasts that I want to listen to. And I would be so happy to be actually listening to just audio podcasts and not have to use YouTube in order to like watch something or listen to something that I want to, but I just really truly it's like watching a television show. I can't think of a single show that I want to listen to. I don't just know of any podcasts really. So I don't want to have to go again. I don't want to have to sit there and like scroll through all these fucking pages and pages and pages of all these millions of podcasts. You know, I just like feel like maybe I should just start one myself sometimes so that I can just like whatever. But I don't have a laptop and uh I can't do anything without a laptop, which is why I've never been able to figure out how to do the streaming my face and the screen at the same time. I want to like do news articles and stuff and talk about all kinds of shit like that. I want to watch, how to videos with you guys and like learn how to do things. Basically, let you guys watch what I'm watching at the same time. Oh, guys, that's another reason why I want Patreon. I'm allowed on Patreon to watch copywritten materials, which means that we can watch movies together. Like, I can literally stream a movie with you. We can watch it and I can like live react or whatever. That was the one of that was I forgot about that. That was one of the main reasons why I really want to get everybody over to Patreon, because then we can like literally watch shows together. Are you kidding me right now? I think I have to make it a paid tier, but it can be a really low paid tier. Yeah, so that MacBook, do you remember what happened that day? I literally got everything's figured out finally with it. Like as far as like I started to understand what I was doing, and I was literally about to do my first like real stream with the dual like with the stuff, and the laptop just turned off and wouldn't turn back on again. It won't take a charge, it won't turn on. It's a brick. It just stopped working. I'm telling you, dude, there's so I'm starting to think that it's because of the gate program or something. And like, I don't know if you've been following Candace Owens, but she's starting to talk about how she thinks that Charlie Kirk was essentially targeted from the time he was a child, because he was like a part of this like gate program and these like gifted child programs, and she thinks that he's been like watched since he was a child. Well, I kind of feel like, dude, it's weird the way that shit has like kicked my knees from under me so many times, and it's just the weirdest shit. Like, anyway, sometimes I think that that's the case for me too. It's just that instead of um turning me into a politician, they've just like basically stopped me from succeeding. Like I'll start to succeed on, so like what happened with me on the algorithm here, like on all my social medias, I had 600 people in the chat, up to 3,000 people in the chat. My YouTube was getting like 3.5 million engagements a month. And then I just all of a sudden it would just went away. And I'm truly know that I've been shadow banned. It's very obvious that that's what happened. And I just like it's happened across all my platforms where I'm being you know quietly held down. And sometimes I think to myself that it's because, so I think that, it was bricked, but probably the battery is just a piece of crap. And Josh Elliott was just trying to plug it in yesterday or whatever, the day before, I don't know. Whenever I got in the argument with Josh, day before yesterday. Dang, it's starting to get warm in here. Ugh, I gotta go work outside tomorrow. Suki, leave her alone. Orly, hey, get down. Money, she literally just wants to cuddle with you. That's the sad part. You're such a bitch and you won't let her anywhere near you. Sorry, kitty. I had to protect you from your mom. But yeah, so I can do that on the Patreon, and I think that the app that what is it called? Something Duck or something? StreamYard? No, I don't know. Stream something. And I don't think StreamYard is the one, but one of those streaming platform things finally has an app for the phone. So I think now I may not need the laptop in order to do what I want on Patreon specifically. But in order to do it on YouTube, I do need the laptop. It's funny how close I get only to have shit taken from me like at the last second. Are you fucking kidding me, cat? Sookie. Dude. She's gonna burn this place to the ground. Oh, this fucking cat. Very frustrating. But, it is what it is. I accept life on life's terms. I've literally not even thought about it very much at all until, just now. Sookie. Don't do it. She's thinking about it so hard. She wants to jump up there. Leave her alone. Yeah, Bus Babe, go make sure to sign up for the Patreon, but there's a free tier, so you don't have to worry about paying or whatever. And I'll live stream there. And then the peeps from TikTok, the peeps from here, everyone can be together. I gotta tell Nikki to get her ass a Patreon ASAP. Nikki started live streaming. Nikki needs a nap. She's been live streaming on TikTok and she's doing really well. I knew she would. She's doing really well. She's starting to generate a little income for herself, so she's not so dependent on her husband. It's been really good. I'm very proud of her. Only took, what, 2 years of her watching me and me telling her, like, you should do it, you should do it. I love it because she's like, using it for the same therapeutic purposes that I used it for. What is it that you think? Oh, I see what you're going after. You're going nowhere. Okay, see, problem solved. It's gone now. Stink bug. I don't know how it works. I'll post something later and see you can see how it I'm not sure. It's very new for me, um, as well. I've never, like, had Patreon previous to joining it for myself. Like, I've never used it as a viewer or whatever for the people that I have seen have it. But now that it's going to be I'm going to one of these days go through it and try to like check out the pages of like people I like. And see if they have free tiers or whatever. There's literally water right there. Drink that water right there. I made it new and I cleaned the whole thing out. It's brand new. Don't want to hear about it. It's getting a little bit warm in here. I should go knock it down a little bit. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go pee and knock my heater down. This is stupid. What are you doing? You know, like, also known as working. Mm. I don't want to go to sleep, Mom. I just want to listen to some YouTubes and knit for a little while to make progress. I didn't get to do very much today. I just have to do this exact thing for like a while, just over and over again, round and round and round. It's like almost 300 stitches. Each round is like 300 stitches, so it's taking a little. It's gonna take me a couple of months to finish this sweater, dude. I can't remember how long it's been since I started this. I think it's been about a week. This exact one. For the first 3 or 4 days, I actually started it with a different yarn and undid it, and then worked on it all night, and then the next morning undid it, worked on it all night. The next day undid it, worked on it again all night, and that was just me practicing, basically, learning what not to do, how not to start one. And then this one I started differently than all the other ones, and I nailed it, so I just kept going. And I'm kind of just intuitively doing it. I kind of intentionally did things kind of wonky because I want to see what happens when I don't follow the directions. I'm sure we'll find out why, but I need to. So this will be my practice sweater. And at some point I need to get new needles because these needles have cuts in them, grooves in them, so they're snagging on my stuff. But I cannot afford a needle kit right now. They're like very expensive. At the low end, it's like I think it was like $53 for like the value brand, but for the Chiagu, it's like $216 for the kit that has all the needles and then all of the different lengths. It's outrageous. But those needles would last like forever, I guess. They don't ever nick, and the cords are interchangeable, and it's on like a rotating thing, so it never twists, kinks, and it'll never get a bend in it like this plastic crap will. So all were good reasons to get the brand, and why they're that price, but it's just like not something that I could like rationalize. I'm not selling my knitwear. I'm just making it for, you know, myself learning. So I guess I just have to stick to my cheap Walmart ones. cannot believe that I'm making this. It looks so good. They did a very good job closing up those holes for someone who has no clue what they're doing. All right, I'm going to bed. I'm gonna go close out all the lights and like veg the frick out. I'll see you guys later.